Calling all you anglers out there, you already know what tomorrow is.
Yes.
I don't have to remind you. It's the governor's fishing opener.
Yes, they circled it on the calendar
Oh, yeah.
a year ago, and for the first time ever, it's being held on the St. Croix River over in Stillwater, and that is where we find Megan McPherson ahead of everybody. It's going to be a great day today, Megan.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's so fun to be here this early in the morning because I talk about it all the time, but I only moved here to Minnesota just a couple of months ago, and this is my first time in Stillwater. This is one of the places that coworkers and so many people have just told me, you got to come to Stillwater. So I'm pretty excited to be here and get to watch the sunrise here this morning. But there's going to be hundreds of anglers here in Stillwater this weekend. The focus is really on the river behind me here, the St. Croix River. That is kind of the focal point of this weekend's fishing opener. It's the 78th annual fishing opener, so that's pretty exciting stuff. And of course, lots of great fishing opportunities here this weekend and across the state, but the focus here is really going to be on the walleye, the bass, and the sturgeon. So the opener has been a Minnesota tradition since 1948, helping kick off the summer tourism season. I've heard it kind of referred to as the official kickoff to Minnesota summer. It also highlights just how important fishing is to the state's economy. It brings in more than $4.4 billion annually, and again, more than 500,000 anglers are expected to take part across Minnesota this weekend. That's according to the Minnesota DNR, which hosts this event with Explore Minnesota and the governor's office. Regional Fisheries Manager Brian Nearwarren says that there's a reason this weekend draws anglers from across the state every single year.
Fishing is big business in Minnesota. It's a $4.4 billion industry annually. There's going to be fish biting. I think that this is a time of year when the fish tend to be hungry and the fishing can be quite good. And so it's a great time to get out.
And Stillwater is hosting a big community celebration tonight. You don't have to wait until tomorrow to come here to Stillwater and get in on all the fun. And if you're like me and you're maybe not as into the fishing, there's so many cool things that you can come down here and do. They're going to be live music. They're going to have pull tabs. They're going to have food trucks. It sounds like, honestly, it kind of sounds like maybe, John, you planned this event because I feel like those are all the things that you love.
Gambling and fishing? Actually, let's just gamble on the biggest fish.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to mention, I know that obviously this lighting up with Mother's Day. I'm going to talk about it in the next half hour, but a little hint, moms can fish for free this weekend, and I'll tell you why coming up in 30 minutes.
About time we get something, us moms. All right, Megan, thank you so much.